Maybe you're interested in starting out as a writer. As a professional writer for about 20, a little over 20 years, 22 years, um, it's funny the number of people that I hear that tell me they want to write a book. I have helped a lot of people write books as a ghostwriter. If you're not familiar with that, what that is, let's say you're phenomenal in, I don't know, building houses. You are phenomenal at building houses or flipping houses. Let's do that because that's something that gets popular. Um, you have had wild success and you want to write a book about it. Well, you're not going to waste your time not flipping houses so you can learn how to be an excellent writer. You would hire a writer who is a professional writer and has those skills to write the book for you. Just like you would not necessarily learn how to plumb an entire house, you would hire a plumber. And so, if you are not someone who's simply just trying to write a book because you want to write something on a topic, but you're really trying to become a professional writer, I have a couple of recommendations. Um, One main one, Stephen King's book On Writing. The name of the book is On Writing. Um, I don't like foul language, and he, of course, has a fair amount because he's Stephen King. But it is still a phenomenal book that I have read multiple times, and I encouraged my teenage daughter to read when she was interested in writing because he has one of those really cool ways of looking at the creative process. Um, and I would say if you're writing fiction or nonfiction, he is a great resource, and he is a great his book is a good one to learn from. The next thing I would do is I would find a book on the business side of writing. And then the third thing is find a book on marketing. I'm not giving a name now because it's going to change over time. You know, books written 10, 12 years ago did not include all this stuff on social media that exists today. So I don't want to date stamp my video, but I am saying you want a book on craft, and I strongly recommend Stephen King's book on writing. You want a book on marketing, and you want a book on business, because writing is a business and industry. And if you are not willing to view it as a business, if you just want to be creative, then writing is a hobby, in which case you just need to focus on craft and you're writing for yourself. And that is fine. You just need to understand the difference. If you're hoping to make some money from writing, recognize writing is an art. It's an art form. And I have not earned huge amounts of money with my own writing. My first paid article was $100. You're not going to buy a yacht with that. I used to make a little over $1,000 a month doing content editing on other people's books. For a publisher, I used to make quite a bit more with my own business, writing and publishing and speaking and teaching and helping people with their own craft and improving their own writing, because editing is a separate skill from writing. And my editing was not proofreading, it was helping with content. So if you don't understand all of those things, that's something else you need to learn about the creative process. It's not just about, I'm going to put some words on paper, it's going to be beautiful and wonderful. It is like any other skill, it's developed over time. There are things outside of the skill that are required. Like I make these YouTube videos, and there's a whole bunch I had to learn that wasn't just about YouTube videos in order to do this. And I'm still learning. And I'm sure you're sitting there going, wow, I wish she would do this. The cool thing about writing is you can revise. You can't revise videos very easily. So if you want to be a professional writer, whether fiction or nonfiction, that would be my recommendation. Remember, if you are a nonfiction writer, you still need to try to, I wrote a whole, I used to teach at conferences, and I had some teachings in a lesson and stuff, on using fiction techniques in your nonfiction writing. That does not mean that you lie, although a lot of the media does. It means that you include sensory details in your nonfiction writing to make it interesting. So let me experience what's happening. If you read some articles, they'll talk about things like the clanging of something, or the banging, or the shuffle, or the rustle. These kinds of words evoke an emotion and senses within you. You need to incorporate that into your own writing, whether fiction or nonfiction. Stephen King talks about that too. My favorite line from his book is, writing is telepathy. And what he goes into, I'm sure you've already got the idea of it, but what he goes into is he has an idea in his head and he's trying to transport his idea into your head. And a good writer is able to do that. You're able to see what's inside of my head. You're able to feel the emotions that I'm feeling. Writing is telepathy, fiction or nonfiction. So if you want to be a writer, let me know in the comments and I can get you more information about other things. I can see if any of my old stuff is still up there. I stopped speaking at conferences a few years back because I needed to focus on my kids. But I do have a lot of friends who are writers still, and I'm still part of a number of writing groups. And I will get back to writing again after this season in my life is done. I am still writing, but I'm writing books for other people, not with my own name on them. So if you are one of my writer friends, say hi to me in the comments below and tell me what you're up to, and share this with other people. I guess that's it. If you have additional questions about how to become a writer, this is just the first basic. If you've already done this and you have more questions, put them in the comments below and I will make a future video and I will give you the link as one of the comments, because if this is something people are really interested in, I want to be able to share that information with you. I can also direct you to other people who can give you information as well. So thanks so much for watching my video this far, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.